Today's fries are conciliatory, I guess you could say. I do realize that I posted the last video of me getting fries, I think, 2 days ago. But it actually happened last Friday, just so we can put into perspective how often I actually get fries. And it's actually, I hadn't gotten fries a long time before this. But then I got fries, and now I want more fries. And I have another reason. Because I'm supposed to get my edits back tomorrow. Today is preemptive weekend. I get my edits back tomorrow, the 21st. I have to have them finished, like completed, like for the entire book by April 11th. And I'll tell you why. It's because I was an idiot. Learn from me, folks. My cover designer and my interior designer are the same person. And I hired her to do both of them at basically the same time. At the same time, which was April. And I thought, it's perfect. I get my edits back at the end of March. But I'm actually an idiot because it is the end of March. I emailed my cover designer. I was like, when do you need the interior of the book? Actually, can I have a little time with it before sending it to you? And she's like, yeah, if you have it to me by April 11th, we should be good. And I was like, okay. So 2 weeks. It's a good amount of time, but here's the thing. That 2 weeks is spring break. So my sister will be back from medical school. I have a friend coming from another state entirely for a whole week. So things are happening in this 2 weeks. And I'm also I have to finalize my book. All right, they were much faster this time, so I had to get home. But as I was saying, I'm 90% sure that I'll be totally fine in that 2 weeks. I will bust my butt to get it done, and I'll probably have it done even before the 2 weeks, because that's just how I am. But that 10% of my brain, it's the part that holds the anxiety that, oh my gosh, you're never going to get it done. When I have no record to tell me that I won't get it done. My actual track record from school and from this adulting life that I've started into the last few years tells me I'll be fine. I always meet deadlines. I'll be fine. But before it all starts, it's like that scene in Fellowship of the Ring when they're hearing all the sounds of the goblins when they're in that cave, when they're in the mines of Moria, and they're hearing all of the goblins and everything coming for them, but they can't see them yet. That's the most stressful time. Because then, once you're in battle, you don't have time to be stressed. You're in go mode, okay? You're in survival mode, okay? This editing is my survival mode. I'll be fine. But this time leading up to it is, I'm never gonna make it. I've got too much going on. I really don't, okay? I'll be able to get stuff done. We'll be totally fine. We'll get it done. The other thing I did was I went to Freddy's and I need to take the sticker off. Okay, so I got my Sunrise on the Reaping. I have a copy of it coming. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Just tells you my faith in UPS. They are my enemy. I hate them very much. But they're a casual enemy in that I keep forgetting that I hate them. And it's we meet on the battlefield and it's oh, that's right. I hate you. Do you know how desperate I am to read this? You don't understand. After Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I've been obsessed. Obsessed. I loved that book and I cannot wait to sink my teeth into these. I need this because the sooner I get cracking on this and finish it, the less it can distract me while I'm trying to get my edits done. I might return this one once my actual copy arrives. It's supposed to come today, but it says it's in Washington. Here's the thing. Other thing that makes me hate UPS because they do this every friggin' time. When I pre-order a book, it always it starts out in California or it goes to California. But here's what you need to know. I live in Oregon. That's all you need to know for my story to make sense, but not for their strategy to make sense because what they do, it's in California, right? The next tracking update shows it in Washington. In case you don't know what a map looks like, the West Coast is made up of 3 states. Washington, Oregon, California. They're all in a line, but Oregon is in the middle. So why is my book going from California to Washington? It takes 8 hours to drive through Oregon. And not once does it stop and be oh, this one actually belongs in this state. So we'll just leave this package here. No. Because why not go in a zigzag fashion? I just want my book. That's all I want. But right now it's in Washington and I don't really have faith in it getting here today or anytime soon, because I don't trust UPS. I don't like UPS. I might return it after my copy gets here. I don't know. I might keep it. I also got myself my caramel macchiato because I wasn't going to go to the coffee shop and do work because I don't have any work to do. I'm just going to read. So yeah. Now we're home and I'm going to go in and read this book because UPS doesn't want me to.